Hi. I'm Matthew. I will read any text you type here. Related, I drink a fuck ton and I don't have many friends. Me too. I can't believe I finally found you, friend. Do you have a basement? It's easier to keep your friends if you lock them in one. Hobbies. I second this. It's significantly easier to make friends and connect, especially if you're shy, if you have mutual interests, even if you don't share the same level of enjoyment in the hobby. It's also a great way to get closer to someone if you do already know them, and opens up an opportunity to have them talk about themselves so you can learn more about them and who they are. Borrow tools and actually give them back. I've got to consider you a top-tier friend before I'm lending you any tools. Who am I borrowing tools from if I don't already have friends? I started inviting people from online dating sites who said they were looking for friends to play D&D. Some of them were actually looking for friends. I also started a fencing group in my area and advertised it in relevant Facebook groups. A few people showed up and now we occasionally do things that aren't fencing related. You guys do chain link or privacy, usually? Slowly. Hobbies, community involvement, through work. Good luck. I'm 35. In the last 10 years I can honestly say I have 1 or 2 friends that I've kept close contact with. I started getting back into collecting sports cards right before the pandemic hit. Through sharing my passion through IG I have made probably at least 20 online friends and a few local friends now that I talk to every day and not just about our favorite hobby. Shit is weird. You see someone doing something you do or like to do or are curious, hit them with a compliment and then with a follow-up question. Met some of my best friends because I liked the colon they were wearing, ha ha ha. I love the smell of your colon, wanna be friends? Good analogy. Have you considered joining a cult? Joining a D&D group is basically joining a cult without all the sacrificing animals. You make more money as a leader, but you have more fun as a follower. Join clubs, meetups, activities, hobbies, work, volunteer, online, or simply go out to socialize during the day or early evenings. How does this work practically? You can't go up to people in a cafe and join in, or introduce yourself to people in the street. Join a sports league. For example, we have Zog Sports. You can join things like kickball or cornhole leagues. Guys and girls play. If they don't have one in your area, maybe start one. Some people on Facebook started a golf group for people who like to play golf in my area. I joined that one to meet new people. You could start a tennis group or even a gaming group. There's a local place near me which is called Play Hoboken. They have get-togethers for pool, tabletop tennis, chess, desktop games and even Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe look for a similar business in your area. I'm part of a book club. We meet online every month after reading a book and talk about it. I was introduced by a friend. Again, may need to search a bit. Even if you don't drink you still can go to a bar. Order a club soda with a lime. No one is going to know you aren't drinking a vodka/soda. The closest I have gotten to making new friends is through my kids' sports, just hanging with the other parents or coaching teams. I don't consider any of them to be friends, but we enjoy hanging out and shooting the breeze at games. But once sports are over, I'll never see them again. But if I run into them randomly, I'm sure we'll chat for a minute, solid acquaintances. 2. Video games. Just having a regular group of randoms in a server regularly is nice. I play a racing game and the others are typically all from other countries, but text chat is fun and it's at least interaction with people I don't live with. If I really wanted friends, I'd probably have to go back in time and do a better job keeping in touch with my old group of buddies. Beyond here is an edit due to it's never too late to keep in touch reply. My turn to shine since I moved countries 3x as an adult. Ranked from most effective to least. Work, never eat lunch alone, organize hangouts after work. Professional networking organizations, nothing bonds more than hating your industry/job together. Going out alone and chatting up strangers, woman here and have befriended men who approached me this way, so don't say this won't work for men. You just have to genuinely want to be friends instead of being a creeper. If you have kids and they have kids, they'll want to be friends. Reddit, if someone in a niche subreddit you're into happens to mention they live in your city, just go, hey. I live there too. Want to meet up? The more niche the sub, the higher chance of making friends. Random fun classes/activities, if you're both into it, you probably will click. Online dating, surprisingly made many good friends of this. Of course some were with benefits. You stand too close to random people at the groceries and when they ask you what's your problem, you tell them you don't have any friends. Then you hug it out and become friends. And during the hug, whisper in their ear that you like exotic leather lamps. Don't forget to wink at them after you say it. Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. Yeah, those fuckers are friendly. After the DUI and brief police chase involving a stolen Zamboni, allegedly, I had to attend a bunch of meetings by court order. Good people? Well, no, not really, but friendly. This was my first thought. My best friends and almost my entire social circle, minus the friends I made through work, are from AA. Visit a new town. AA meeting plus diner fellowship afterwards is the quickest way to get the lowdown on good local spots, invites to events, and instant acquaintances that can turn to lasting friendships. Be passionate about some stuff that adds substance to your life. You don't need a lot of friends. When you talk to people, strangers, coworkers, etc., be your 100% genuine self. This should help you avoid being a doormat. If you find you're still a doormat, you should revisit step 1. My best friend and I really only share a couple things: our love of gangster rap and 90s hardcore punk, and our beliefs in undying, over-the-top self-empowerment. That's not exactly shit I hear people talking about at parties. Oh yeah, on my way over I was bumping some fucking MC breed and yelling at myself in the rear view, look at what you've done with your life, motherfucker. How far you've come, keep fucking going, crush the opposition, bitch, let's go. Like I said, be your 100% genuine self. Go to a repeating class at a gym or yoga studio, and/or volunteer at a yoga studio or gym class. Get a part-time job or volunteer somewhere interesting to you and meet coworkers over time. Like a museum, community center, library, foreign language school, cultural center. I know it's hard, I also don't drink. I've missed out on many friendships and several relationships with people I felt naturally compatible with because of it. It's a real bonding part of social life for the apparently large majority of society. Man shrugging. I got a part-time night job at a comedy club when I didn't even need the money, just to see free shows, and made a ton of friends. Got to meet Kevin Hart and Bob Saget too. In my experience, adults don't want friends. They want activity partners. Pick an activity that you enjoy doing, find some people to do it with. If you're lucky, some friendships will organically arise from that. If you're really lucky, they'll even stay friends with you after one or both of you stop doing that activity. But mostly, people just want activity partners. Yeah, this is hard for me. I just like being part of people's lives. Everyone is always doing things. Can't we all just chill? Talk? Blah. I like doing activities a lot too, but they take a lot of solo time to get better at. Volunteer. I became a Girl Scout leader and have become friends with some of the other leaders and some of the parents from my troop. Is that you, Beverly Hills housewife Phyllis Niffler? This one is tough. It depends on your age and the age of kids you're with. I was a leader for older girls, but because I didn't yet have kids, the parents weren't interested in hanging out with me, plus the parents were a lot older. Then the other leaders were also much older with older kids or very young and still in early college. If I was to do it again, I'd go with a younger group so the parents are more my age and there are generally more leaders with the younger girls. Make a free hug sign and get up early enough to snatch the street corner from the homeless dude. Imagine walking around with that sign during the pandemic. Whatever happened to Love Portal guy anyway?